Um, where is it? Okay, screen 2. There you have it. Yeah. So if you see here in Kali Linux, it's a Linux-based operating system. We know that. Okay, and then what's the kernel? What's the base that's running it? That's a Debian. In Linux also you have different kinds of Linux. Okay, what you call it a flavor of Linux. So, huh, like that. So you have in Linux some of the most popular distros are Ubuntu, and in hacking side of thing you have Kali, Parrot OS, stuff like that. Again, Kali is based on Ubuntu. Okay, only what's the difference between Kali and Ubuntu? The softwares are pre-installed. What softwares are pre-installed? What kind of tools? Yeah, so all the tools that are related to hacking and stuff or penetration testing, they are pre-installed with this Kali Linux, and they also change the distro. Okay, the way that it appears, they change that. So it appears. They have arranged all the things in order. For example, what is the first stage? Information gathering stage. In that gathering stage, what are the tools that you can use? In information gathering, without the tools also, you can just click on the website and start passive scanning. Okay, learn more about your subject. You can do that, or else you can also use some tools to get more insights into it. Okay, you can get more insights. Yeah, now it's looking better. So here you have some informational gathering tools. A lot of them, even I don't know. Okay, OSINT analysis. OSINT is open source intelligence. So in open source intelligence, uh, it's the same thing. You do Google. On Google, there are few commands that you can put. Okay, you can. I don't remember exactly now. I can't recall, but there are few ways which you can extract information, and then right, know more about your target. And here you have route analysis, SMB analysis, SMTP. All these are, what is SMTP? It's a messaging client, I think. SNMP, it is related to something related to messaging protocol or email protocol, something like that. Okay, I may be wrong. So something like that. We will learn it later. Nmap, we know. What is Nmap? It is to scan the ports, right? What all the ports are available, okay, or which ports are open. You can scan the network, okay, and what kind of service is running on those ports, okay. Yeah, you can do it with Nmap. Nmap, a lot of time people use it. Live first audit identification. Okay, there are few things. I'm not well aware of those things. And then you have vulnerability analysis. Again in vulnerability analysis, you still have this Nmap tool if you see. Then web application analysis is related to web application pen testing. Okay, so again you have different kinds of pen testing and stuff. Web application pen testing, you need a bunch of tools. One of the popular tool for web application pen testing is Burp Suite. So you can see this one. Third one, Burp Suite. I know about that. I don't know much about it. Inshallah, we'll learn it later. Okay. Anyways, so database assessment, password attacks. If you have any passwords, if you have found any passwords, you can crack it by using different algorithms. So Some of the popular algorithms are Hashcat, Hydra, John the Ripper. Okay, you can see all those things. Then wireless attacks. This is related to wireless penetration testing. Okay, so just like web application analysis is related to web pen testing, wireless attacks and stuff is related to wireless Wi-Fi penetration testing. Okay, so in Wi-Fi penetration testing, in wireless, usually it is Wi-Fi, but there are also, we can see that there are some tools for Bluetooth too. But all the other things, yeah, the Kismet or Kismet, whatever, and Wi-Fi, and this one 802.11 wireless tools. All these are for Wi-Fi. Aircrack NG. Okay, so Aircrack NG is again a tool to to do all kinds of Wi-Fi penetration testing. You can, just kick out some people from the network. If some devices are attached to a network through Wi-Fi, you can kick them out. Or sometimes you can make your own Wi-Fi networks and stuff. Or you can sometimes you can get the hash password. You won't get the password directly, you'll get the hash. That hash you have to crack to get the password of that Wi-Fi. Okay, so again, to crack that the password, you can do this all these algorithms, John the Ripper and stuff like that. If it is an easy password, anything, it is easy to crack it. Okay, the Aircrack NG itself has tools to crack the password. Okay, Kismet is basically to do man in the middle attack. I know about one of the things I've learned recently, man in the middle attack. So you know what happens in man in the middle attack? You are connected to Wi-Fi. For example, that Wi-Fi name is Kali. There's some other guy, John. What he'll do, he will clone that Wi-Fi. Okay, and he'll sit right next to you. So you may be connected to that clone of the Wi-Fi, original Wi-Fi Kali. Okay, so the, actually you are thinking that you're connected to Kali, but you're not connected to Kali. Rather, you're connected to John's Wi-Fi. But you know what John will do? John will take all the requests from you. Okay, and it will pass it to the Kali. Okay, and the Kali will process the request and John will give it back to you. All the request, everything that you're doing. So your request, he will see and he will pass on to the Kali, and that will serve you internet and stuff like that. Whatever it is, whatever the information it is, the John is able to see all that information. So it is basically passing through a man in the middle. So all your credentials, everything is being accessed by some random guy. So that is the for knowing all those things you have Kismet, I think. Okay, reverse engineering. Reverse engineering, I don't know much about it. I just know, I think Metasploit. This symbol is for Metasploit. So Metasploit and stuff like that are some tools to basically if you get access to anything, a network or something like that, what are the different types of exploits available. For example, you have seen that, let us say, what are the different types of things you have, TCP UDP protocols, right? To connect TCP protocol, UDP protocol. In TCP protocol, you know what happens? In TCP protocol, what are the different exploits available to attack TCP protocol? Or maybe sometimes, SQL is there on the website. Okay, a lot of websites has it. They store the data in the databases. So in there, You can just find out, hey, what are the exploits available for this particular technology. You can get it through Metasploit, or for for example, for Kali operating system, what are the different exploits available. So all those, you know exploits are put in one place in Metasploit. That Metasploit is there in exploitation tools. Yeah, Metasploit framework. If you see here, okay, and then you have sniffing and spoofing. So sniffing and spoofing, I think, is related to wire man in the middle attack. Wireshark is to monitor the network traffic, what people are searching, and stuff like that. Wireshark is really all about Wi-Fi, you know, Wi-Fi traffic, and you basically log on to the host and you see which what are the different devices that are connected to that router, and what are the people searching and stuff like that. You can do it through Wireshark. Okay, and then post exploitation, you have a bunch of things. I don't know much about it. Then you have forensics. Maybe forensics is for just find out some information about forensics. Generally, when basically to follow the trails. You know, what are the basic information that you can extract to find the guy. Reporting tools, I don't know much about it, so let's just skip all of them. Kali and official links. So what I'll do is the password and the username, I'll send it to you. Okay, it will be available. Um, this will be a machine that you can access anytime you want. So I'm sending you the details of it, and let me install anything, any disk. You download any disk in your computer, or maybe you download there's another one, open source Rust disk, whatever. You download anything that you like in your computer, and just get the control of it. Did you download it? You have any disk already? No, you just go back to your computer, and just get the access of it, by start accessing it. Let me install that thing. Ls cd space downloads few commands. Cd, what is the command? Cd for to open a folder. Okay, change directory, or basically to open the folder. You have what the name of the file. To install this file, you are gonna do sudo mm, even I forget a lot. How to install a deb file. The command is sudo dpkg minus I sudo dpkg minus I package name. So let's see that. Sudo dpkg, basically that's the package manager. Minus I is for install. minus I and then the package name. The package name is anydesk underscore. You can just copy it, but I want dash one underscore AMD 64.deb. What happened? Unpacking any desk dependency unconfigured. Probably it has installed. Let's see if it is there. There you have it. Okay, not it. I think it's not installed properly. Package copy selection. Let me do it again. Sudo dpkg minus I. What happened to this thing now? Let me see what we can do here. Install any sudo apt install any desk. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Install any desk. Fix broken install. Copy selection. Let's see if it works now. Let's just hope it works. What is this thing? Let's find out. Downloads. Right click. I'm just looking to install this thing. Are you there? Yeah, I don't know. Like, sometimes simple things take so much time. Sudo dpkg minus I. Yeah, this is what I like. If we have the command, it runs better in Linux. But still it doesn't want to run. Sudo apt install dot slash and stuff. Let's write the name of that thing. Let's copy selection, and apt install. Paste selection. Bismillah. Now what's the problem? Selecting Anydesk instead of Anydesk 6.3.2 could not be installed. This. Let's see if Anydesk is there on. Nah. Sudo dpkg minus I. Copy. Let's search this thing. Sudo apt install minus F. Install minus F. Sudo apt get install minus F. Okay. Let's see if it works this time. With whale and consider turning it off. Mhm, mhm. Let me install another software. Rust. Yes. And we have Ubuntu Beast System x86 64-bit. Download. Yeah, you can go. Thanks for coming in, joining in. Let's see if I can install that. Sudo dpkg -i. What's the name of the software? Rust desk dash 1.2.7 dash x86 underscore 64 dot dev. Sometimes it's better to just update the dependencies. Maybe that will help. Let's see. Sudo apt update, and then we'll do sudo apt upgrade. Let's run this command with the root sudo sudo apt get upgrade. Okay, let's try to run that. Same thing. Is it still there? Okay, now it's working. Yeah, it's ready. At least it works. Can we make the other thing to work to. Let's see. Sudo dpkg minus pi. Let's see if that is working. Any test? I don't think that is going to work. Yeah, let's close this. Okay. In the remaining time, let's try to do a simple machine on Hack the Box Academy. Let me open Hack the Box here, and let's switch it to Hack the Box. Mm, That's not the thing I should be looking for. Where is the Hack the Box? Let me see. Starting point. Let's do a machine. We did this one. We have done the walkthrough. Dancing. So this machine is about to attack a target machine. You must be on the same network. Yeah, we know that. So first, let's get any starting point. Uh, UDP, TCP, anything would should work fine. Let's connect to it. Import the file, and we have imported the file, and that we are going to connect. I guess the connection has established. Okay, come on. The connection has established. Let's give it a minute for it to recognize that. Or maybe refresh the page. Okay, yeah, it's connected. So let's spawn the machine. And today it's about protocols, SMB, reconnaissance, anonymous guest access. Uh, okay, SMB. What is SMB? Let's find out. SMB, that is server message block. Server message block is a communication protocol used to share files, printers, serial ports, and miscellaneous communications between nodes on a network. On Microsoft Windows, the SMB implementation consists of two vaguely named Windows services, server and workstation. Okay, what does the three-letter acronym SMB stand for? As we have seen, message block system, server message block. Yeah, server message block. Server message block. Submit, that's our first answer. And let's spawn our machine too. Okay, where is our machine? Here is our machine. Yeah, so it's a Kali Linux machine. This machine is not on the same thing. Oh, I forgot. It's not on the same network. Whatever, we'll do something about that. What is the acronym? Okay, this is done. What port does SMB uses to operate at? We can get the port number somewhere here. I guess SMB usually uses SMB port. So SMB ports number 445, numbers 445 plus 139. Okay, whatever. Let's get our Kali machine up and running. And what port does SMB use to operate at? I think it is 445, but let's check with our Kali machine. So, as we usually do, nmap minus SV 10.129.1.1. That's the first thing. Let's see if there are any ports open. If there are any ports, we'll write it here. What's the next question gonna be? What is the service name for port 445 that came up in our Nmap scan? Service name. Okay. So I think the answer for this one is 445. We'll see. Let's write it down. 445. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. What's the service name for port 445 that came up in our Nmap scan? Okay, the Nmap scan is still running. Till then, we'll find the other thing. What is the flag or switch that we can use with the SMT client utility 139.445? So on 445 we have Microsoft DS something. Okay, that is what is being asked, Microsoft dash DS. Let's write down dot dash DS. Okay, that's done. Then what's the next thing? What is the flag or switch that we can use with the SMD client utility to list the available shades on dancing? To list uh, which one should we use here? SMB client utility to list. Okay, let's see the walkthrough. There are multiple ways to transfer a file between two hosts on the same network. One of these protocols is studied in this example. This communication protocol provides shared access to files, printers, and serial ports between endpoints on a network. You mostly see SMB services running on Windows machines. During scanning, we will typically see port 445 TCP open on the target, reserved for the SMB protocol. Usually, SMB runs at the application or presentation layer of the OSI model pictured below. Due to this, it relies on lower level protocols for transport. The transport layer protocol, the transport layer protocol, see both layer protocol that Microsoft SMB protocol is most often used with its net BIOS over TCP/IP. That is why during scans we will most like see protocols with open ports running on the target. So Microsoft SMB protocol is most often used with is NetBIOS over TCP/IP. This is why during scans we will mostly likely see both protocols with open ports running on the target. We will see this during the enumeration phase of the write-up OSI model. We have seen that introduction to networking, client and server. SMB enabled storage on the network is called a share. These can be accessed by any client that has the address of the server and the proper credentials. Like many other file access protocols, SMB requires some security layer to function appropriately within a network topology. If SMB allows clients to create, edit, retrieve, and remove files on a share, there is a clear need for an authentication mechanism. At a user level, SMB clients are required to provide a username and password combination to see or interact with the contents of the SMB share. Despite having the ability to secure access to the share, a network administrator can sometimes make mistakes and accidentally allows logins without any valid credentials or using either guest accounts or anonymous logons. We will witness this in the following sections. Oh, as we have seen yesterday or day before yesterday, how anonymous was being used. Enumeration, we did this thing and we found out 445 is open. As previously mentioned, we observed that 445 TCP for SMB is up and running, which means that we have an active share that we could potentially explore. Think of this as a folder that can be accessed over the internet. In order to do so, we will need the appropriate services and scripts installed. In order to successfully enumerate share content on the remote system, we can use a script called SMB client. If the script is not present on our virtual machine, you can install it by typing the following command in your terminal for Debian based operating system. Sudo apt-get install SMB client. Let's see that. Sudo apt-get install SMB client. Okay, that's done. If the terminal output is the same as above, it means you already have the latest version. I don't think I have the latest version. And I think there's a lot of things missing here. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. If the terminal output SMB client will attempt to connect to the remote. Our next step is to start enumerating the contents of the share found on our target. In both cases, SMB client will attempt to connect to the remote host and check if there is any authentication required. If there is, it will ask you for a password for your local username. We should take note of this. If we do not specify a specific username to SMB client when attempting to connect to the remote host, it will just use your local machine's username. That is the one you are currently logged into your virtual machine with. This is because SMB authentication always requires a username. So by not giving it one explicitly to try to log in with, it will just have to pass your current local username to avoid throwing an error with the protocol. Okay, so here what's happening, the server SMB shares is there, authentication module is there, and the client. client is going to access the server. So the authentication mechanism is required in order to protect the data. So SMB connection, the first what happens is there is a request. SMB connection request is made. Then SMB connection request is authenticated through an authentication module. Then authentication response is sent from the client back to authentication module. And then SMB connection response is established. Okay. Nevertheless, let us use our local username since we do not know about any remote usernames present on the target host that we could potentially log in with. Next up, after that, we will be prompted for a password. This password is related to the username you input before. Hypothetically, if we were a legitimate remote user trying to log into their resource, we would know our username and password and log in normally to access our share. In this case, we do not have credentials, so what we will be trying to perform is any of the following: guest authentication, anonymous authentication. Any of this will result in us logging in without knowing a proper username or password combination and seeing the file stored on the share. Let's proceed to try that. We leave the password field blank, simply hitting enter to tell the script to move along. Okay, SMB client minus L target IP. Let's see if we can do that. SMB client minus L target IP is 10 dot 129 dot 129 dot 1 dot 12. Sudo app install SMB client. Sudo app install SMB client. Come on, please. Don't throw any error. Sudo apt get update. Let's be done with it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, now I think it's working. So what are our next questions? Oh, it's uh, it's gonna take some time. Progress 1%, 2%. Okay, whatever. Let's continue reading. So yeah, we are going to do that. Any of these will result in us logging without a proper username. Fine. As always, we can type the name of our script in the terminal, followed by the switch minus h or minus help to find out more about the capabilities of the script alongside its usage. So minus L or minus list equals for selecting the targeted host for the connection request. Running the command above, we see that four separate shades are displayed. Let us go through each of them and see what they mean. Admin administrative shades are hidden network shades created by the Windows NT family of operating systems that allow system administrator to have remote access to every disk volume on a network connected system. These shades may not be permanently deleted but may be disabled. C dollar administrative share for C disk volume. This is where the operating system is posted. IPC, the inter-process communication share used for inter-process communication via named pipes and is not part of the file system. Work shades, custom shades. Okay. So let's see if we can get all those shares. We'll leave the password empty. Okay, we got that. Failed. Okay, we also get a failed connection. We will try to connect to each of the share except for IPC1, which is not valuable for us since it is not browsable as any regular directory would be, and does not contain any files that we could use at this stage of our learning experience. We will use the same tactic as before, attempting to log in without the proper credentials to find improperly configured permissions on any of these shares. We'll just give a blank password for each username to see if it works. First, let's try the admin one. SMB client, target IP, and then admin. Let's try to do this one. SMB client, backslash, 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 target IP, and then two backslash, and then admin. Reconnect failed. NT status bad network name. We got another error. Network status denied. Okay, maybe we forgot to put a dollar sign there. Whatever. We don't expect anything out of it. But let's get the same result as they are getting. So yeah. Now after admin, there is C. C is where the operating system is stored. Okay, yeah, we don't have access to that. Same idea here, last chance we proceed with attempting to log into the custom workshares assembly share. Yeah, so just do the workshares, workshares. I think it's password sensitive. Yeah, I guess that's password sensitive. Sorry, case sensitive. Workshares. Uh-huh. Now we are able to log into it. Success. The worksheet SMB share was poorly configured, allowing us to log in without the appropriate credentials. We can see our terminal prompt changed to SMB, letting us know that our shell is now interacting with the service. We can use the help command to see what we can do within this shell. So let's find out help. Yeah, we can do a bunch of things. Mhm. Exit log echo ls. Can we do ls? Okay, ls is there. CD, is it possible? Probably it's possible. Okay, echo. Let's print out what is there in AME. AME dot J. Echo num data. James dot P. Echo num data. Okay, that isn't possible. What else can we do from here? Tcon, open, maybe open. Okay, let's see the answer now. The most of the commands we are used in Linux are present. We will be using the following to navigate the share: ls cd get, downloading the contents of the directories within the share; exit the assembly shell. Trying the ls commands, we see Amy and James. Yeah, so we cd into amy.j. That's the directory. Okay, fine. Cd amy.j. Okay, ls get work mode. What happened? Get work mode start text. I think that's done. Let's do cd james dot p ls. Oh, there you have the flag. So get flag dot text. Okay, we can exit by using exit now. That's enough for us. So ls, there should be a flag now. Echo flag dot text. Cat flag dot text. Yeah, there you have it. So let's write down all our answers. This time, what is the flag or switch that we can use with the SMB client utility to list the available shades on dancing? ls. What is the flag or switch that we can use with the SMB client? Minus L. Minus L. Minus L. Yeah, that's correct. How many shades are there on dancing? Two. No, four are there. Wait a minute. The shades that are there are four. One, two, three, four. Yeah, four are there, but two aren't accessible. What is the name of the shades we are able to access? Work shades, I guess. What is the command we can use within the assembly shell to download the files? That's get. Even last time it was get. For what kind of protocol was that? FTP. Submit root flag. There you go. Where is the flag? And we'll be done for this day. Come on, machine will be terminated automatically. Thanks for being with me. Now let's end. Stream.